Hey people, welcome to the Wednesday stream, the last stream of April. For me, anyway. It is April the 29th. It is 7 p.m. I think it's around 9 degrees Celsius. We had rain for much of the afternoon, but hopefully it's stopped for the rest of the evening. Welcome everyone. I see people popping in. Good to see you all. Hello Greg, Leo, Chowdhury, William, Fast, Rick, Felicity, hello, Franny, Chantel, Ashnix, Picard is here. Engage. What's up? What's up? Hope you're all doing well. Hello, Alan. And I'm at Yonge and Eglinton here in Stridesland, Midtown. Hey, Mr. Majestic, hello. Hello, Susie. What's up, Toronto's doo-wop music guy? Rochelle. Yes, we're in Stridesland here. Johnny is in my area. I'm in his area. I kind of figured Johnny and I would simul stream today. I had a feeling. I started my stream later so I would avoid that, but I guess he started his stream later also. Oh well. Maybe I'll run into him somewhere. Hello Rebecca. Hello Jillian. Lorraine, what's up? CCC is here. Hello. Trans-Canada. What's up, Rob? How you doing? Hey, Tavane. Oh, so Johnny's in my area, literally in my neighborhood. Okay. So I'm in his neighborhood and he's in my neighborhood. Hey, what's up, Steven? How you doing? I just feel a raindrop. Come on. What's up, Todd? How you doing? I say F off with the rain, man. Like, take a hike. I'm tired of it. Hello, Gertige, how you doing? Let's get away from that weirdo. Started mumbling weird things at me, so I'm like, okay, I'll just ignore you. Hey, Billy T. Well, according to the forecast, in quotations, the rain should be completely finished by 7:30. Let's see how accurate it is. Our More likely, let's see how inaccurate it is. So I'll go north up Yonge for a bit. And I'll swing around at one point and we'll go south again. Hey, SG, hello. Old Rut Gut, welcome. You've been to this pickle barrel? I haven't. I was actually planning to start the stream up at Lawrence Station, but the subway kind of let me down. I thought I had plenty of time, but then the subway went through those slow zones and it just crawled along between like Bloor and Davisville, basically. So I quickly realized I wasn't going to make it to Lawrence Station by 7 o'clock. So I just altered my plan and started at Eglinton instead. Those slow zones are just supposed to be a temporary thing, but they've been happening for years now. It doesn't seem like they're ever going to stop. It's just the new normal now. Slow zones are a permanent thing, apparently. Hey, what's up, Lumiakin? Hello? The slow zones are parts of the subway system that run at much slower speed than normal because the tracks are basically not good enough for them to run them any faster. You think that would be something that would be easy to fix, right? Hey, let's fix these tracks and make it possible for the trains to run at their regular speed, but somehow that's just something they're unable to accomplish. So these substandard sections of track are just permanent slow zones, I guess. What's up, Tom Seeley? Because they're too afraid to run the trains at regular speeds through those areas. They're afraid that it might derail, right? Because the tracks are unable to handle running the trains at their full speed. What's up, Creative Mistress? This never used to be an issue. For some reason it is now. Hello, Stewie. Walks, Lyrics, and More, welcome. Mojo, how you doing? Yeah, it's starting to rain a bit harder now. Put up the old hood here, but then the wind just blows it down. Hello, Yvonne. Hey, Davy Bear, welcome. And Billy T, hey, $5. Let's get the haircut. I don't know why people are so concerned as to the length of my hair and whether or not I have hair on my face as well. Eventually, one day, Billy T, the hair will be cut. Not today, not tomorrow, but one day, maybe. Thank you very much for the $5. Cheers, Billy T. Got my hood up. Keeping me dry. Cheers, Rebecca. Flaunt it while I got it. Hey. That's right, I have all my hair. Got a full head of hair. Maybe I'll just let it grow wild, you know, show it off. Carl, hello? Why would I be wearing shorts? Definitely not. Alan K, $2. Let's keep the hair for a long time. And Damon, $5. Let's get the root beer fun going. Well, thank you to both of you. I agree with both of those. Both of those messages, I agree. Thank you very kindly to both of you for the super chats. Much appreciated. The wind blew my hood down. Hey, Tyler, hello. Like most of the time in my videos, you don't even see me at all, right? You just see the city. So I could have a 3-foot tall pink mohawk and you probably wouldn't even know it most of the time. I guess I do have my face in the thumbnails for my live streams though. But I could easily not do that. I could just leave you all guessing. You'd never know what I look like. And I could just thank people by showing a thumbs up in front of the camera. Thanks for the super chat. Much appreciated. No face. Hello Ziggy, hello Quad Mods. What's stopping me? Exactly, nothing. Yes, we got a couple of benches to choose from here. It's almost shorts weather. Not today. Today is not shorts weather. Maybe for some people, you might see, right? There's always those people, even in the winter, who walk around in shorts, right? But for most people, this is not shorts weather today. Hello, Jacques. See if this rain will stop in the next 15 minutes. I highly doubt it. So looking down Yonge Street. I'm going to go to the other side. People in North Carolina wear shorts all the time. Well, I guess you got the weather for it there. Most of the time. Here it's not shorts weather basically from November until, well, around now basically. For most people. Uptown Yonge, live it up. That's right, I still contend that once you go north of Eglinton, you're in uptown Toronto. Midtown goes up to Eglinton. North of Eglinton is uptown. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Alright, let's go over to Mount Pleasant. Maybe that's how you see it, SG. That's not how I see it. Even the BIA is called Uptown Yonge, right? It doesn't say Midtown Yonge, it says Uptown Yonge. Once you're up at Lawrence, that's North Toronto. That's the old community of North Toronto. And then north of that is North York. What's up, math doctors? Hello? Never walked along this street before. It's just a residential street, kind of the dividing line between the tall residential buildings on one side and the just low-rise houses on the other side here. This is kind of as far north as the tall buildings go around Yonge and Eglinton. Hey, East Story, hello. Look at this slab, a giant slab of an apartment building here. It's one of those old 1960s buildings, basically. Most of this area was full of these. It still is, really. But now there's just lots of modern condo buildings mixed in with them. I wonder how many apartments are in that building. There's another one over here. Giant slab. Commie blocks is another nickname for these things. They look like the buildings that you see all over Moscow. And lots of other Eastern European cities have them. And Western European cities, they're just popular around Europe in general, I find. Not so much in North America. Toronto, I think, has the most commie block style apartment buildings of any North American city. New York has a lot too. I guess Toronto and New York both have a lot. When am I going to do a tour of Ottawa? Well, I did one last summer. Yeah, check it out. I have a playlist of Ottawa videos. I was there on Canada Day. We've considered Eglinton to St. Clair, Uptown. Yeah, a lot of kind of old school Torontonians, you know, from the pre-amalgamation days, I guess. Would always categorize these areas as Uptown and North Toronto, because that's what they were always called, right? Yeah, check it out. I have a bunch of playlists of all the other cities I've been to. Most of the major cities of Canada, basically, I've been to them. Videos, live streams, rode around on the rapid transit systems. Went to the major mall, if they have one. I find now, if I look back on some older videos from other cities I've been to, it's usually the transit videos that end up getting the most views. Like taking a ride on the Montreal Metro, or the Calgary C Train, or the Edmonton LRT, or the Vancouver Sky Train. Slabs, slabs, and slabs. The North Bay video, you like that? Yeah, I have a whole bunch of North Bay videos. Oh, this is Fran. Speaking of North Bay, hey Fran, how you doing? We have a North Bayite. A North Bayite that I know from back in the day. Hey, good to see you, Fran. Looks like people from North Bay are called North Bayites, not North Bayans, not North Bayonians. Alright, we're on Mount Pleasant, and that was Keewatin Avenue we walked along. I didn't even know the name of that street. You've been to Barrie, but not North Bay? Well, once upon a time, Barrie and North Bay were very similar. They're similar in population and all that sort of thing, but then Barrie, being much closer to Toronto, started growing like gangbusters, and now it's way bigger than North Bay. But I remember when they were around the same size, and they were pretty similar. They both had like a lakefront setting, you know, kind of right next to cottage country and that sort of thing. Sort of like an old fashioned main street type situation downtown. Yeah, the neighborhoods look the same. Yeah, they were very, very similar. But then Barrie became sort of a bedroom community for Toronto, and its population like quadrupled. But Aurelia, strangely enough, has not grown that much. Aurelia is still a small city. All right, Mount Pleasant Road. Hey, a cookie store. Robin's Cookies. Also candles and teas. Hey, Famous Master, hello. And Shannon, welcome. Yeah, on YouTube. Ken Continuum. Cool. A young dude just asked me what I was streaming on, or what my channel was. Yeah, the young dudes love streamers, man. Hey, Crikey, hello, and Davy Bear. Ooh, what a car. Unexpected car. Neighborhood convenience. I like these little old school convenience stores like this. Hopefully it never closes. That's a Broadway. Toronto's Broadway is a bit different than the Broadway in New York. Yonge Street is really our Broadway if you think about it. Kind of like the main street that runs up the center of the city. Hey, donkey, hello. You're an old fart. I'm working on it. One day I'll join you. I'm not quite ready yet, though. There's Northern Secondary School. I've always thought of that show, The Real World, as being sort of like the start of reality TV as we know it, like modern day reality TV. That first season of The Real World, when they were in New York, the original Real World cast. What was that, like 1993 or something? Hey, Chowdhury. Well, I wasn't planning on it, Chowdhury. We're kind of nowhere near one another. I'm in his neighborhood and he's in my neighborhood. Maybe he's me and I'm him.
Oh yeah, I heard. Of course I heard.
Alright, we're going down Mount Pleasant. Hey, West Coast Walker. Oh, is there a game? See, I don't even pay attention to the game schedule. I didn't even know if there was a game. I'm pretty clueless when it comes to sports. Like what's going on for games and what time and what day. Here's the old Roehampton Hotel. It's not a hotel anymore, though. During the pandemic, it got turned into a shelter. And it was never able to go back to being a hotel again. So, I'm not sure what's going to happen to this building now. Some hotels that were converted to shelters went back to being hotels again, but they had to go undergo major renovations. Because oftentimes, after several years of being used as a shelter, the rooms are basically all but destroyed. And they have to spend millions of dollars to get the rooms back up to habitable condition again. So maybe they just weren't up to the task here to get this back up and running, you know? Here's Mount Pleasant Station on Line 5. I haven't actually explored this station. I mean, I've been through it on the train, but I haven't actually, you know, looked in the station itself before. Line 5 is pretty deep underground. Hey, Choppy, hello. All right, we're back at Eglinton Avenue. Hey, Howard Charco. I think the rain stopped. Maybe the forecast was right for once. See people doing some sort of dance fitness up there. They're dancing and getting fit. Alright, we're walking along Eglinton, going back towards Yonge Street. Hey, Jasmine, hello. We're nowhere near the CN Tower right now, Jasmine. We might be able to see it, though, once I get to Yonge Street. But we're far away from downtown right now. More people getting fit at the Fit Factory. Get on the subway. I took the subway to get up here. And the plan is to walk back downtown. My thoughts on reality TV are, most of it is unwatchable to me anyway. I guess I have watched a few shows here and there. like some of those original Real World episodes. I watched Jersey Shore. That seemed to be some sort of shared cultural moment though with the Jersey Shore. It seems like everybody was watching it. I haven't really watched too many other reality shows. I did check out Canada Shore just because I wanted to see if it was anything like Jersey Shore, the Canadian sort of offshoot. And I did watch that Canada's Ultimate Challenge, I think it was called, because my brother was in that one. My brother was on a reality show. So I watched that just because, you know, my brother was on it. Hey, Brett Mellon, how you doing? Well, I guess I watched a couple other ones. I watched Survivor when it was like new, like the original season of Survivor, because that was also a big deal. Everyone seemed to be watching it. And I think I watched the first couple of seasons of Big Brother. Yeah. So I guess I have watched a few of them. But the really corny, cheesy, trashy ones, I just can't get into them, you know? All the ones that came later. No, I never watched any of these singing shows. American Idol, Canadian Idol, no. Well, I watched Catfish. Yeah, I watched some of that show called Catfish. So I don't know. I guess I've watched more reality TV than I thought I did. But not a lot. There's way more I haven't watched than I have watched. It's not even close. Hey, just Smitty, hello. Hello, Reader Lynn. We're going to go south as soon as I get to Yonge Street. Hey, Christian Hansen, hello. What's up, bad guy? I'm rude. I don't know if you're talking to me. I'm a very, very bad man. You got me there. Very, very bad man. Not Batman, bad man. I'm a bad man. There's a Shake Shack. I doubt I'll ever go to this location. I've only been to the Yonge and Dundas one twice. Once just to record a video after it opened, and then just a few weeks ago I went for the second time. Avita wanted to buy me some sort of float. Oh yeah, it was a creamsicle float or something. Yeah, she wanted to buy me one of those, so I was like, yeah, I like creamsicles. That sounds like it'll be good. So, and it was good. We're back at Yonge and Eglinton. Very busy intersection here. Hey, 315 Tricky, hello. What's up, Mark Lang?
You did airball. You did airball. Miles just on the other AirPod, and the other AirPod isn't like it. I can't do both.
Okay, just be my translator, Yuli.
I can't. No.
Just be my translator.
E. Blake from Brooklyn, welcome. Alright, we're going south now. South we go. Down Yonge. Oh, there's the tower. Alright, we're going to get our first look at the tower, Jasmine. Can you see it? Get to the tower! Got that new condo just towering over it from this vantage point. So you can see how far away we are from downtown. Hello.
Sorry,
Hi.
I love your channel, man.
Oh, thanks.
I know you are. Ken Continuum.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't believe I see you in real life. you're just on my TV.
I'm not on your TV. I'm here
man.
in the real world. Yeah. Nice meeting you.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's amazing. It's great.
Oh, cheers. What's your name?
Oh, Godfrey.
Godfrey. Well,
yeah.
do you want to say hi on the stream, Godfrey?
I don't want to interrupt what you're
no
doing.
Worries.
It's your work.
Okay, no worries. Yeah.
Ken,
Godfrey.
man, nice to meet you.
Godfrey, everyone.
Man, in the flesh.
I'm in the flesh. Yeah. Well,
have
nice,
a good night, brother.
nice meeting you, man.
See you, man.
Right. Have a good
See ya.
day. See ya. We met Godfrey, a viewer of the channel. He couldn't believe I was out here in the flesh and not just on his TV. Now he has the proof that I'm not just AI. He touched me. We made physical contact. Hey, Hanktown. Oh, Kearney. I guess when I was talking to Godfrey, I missed your super chat. $15. Holy moly. This is different. Being in Midtown and not downtown? Or the fact that I'm a real living, breathing being. Thank you very much, Kearney, for the generous super chat. Cheers, Kearney. Much appreciated. And thanks for letting me know that I missed that super. It just zipped right by. Fast Rick. Hey, welcome back, Felicity. I don't know if you missed it or not, but I ran into a viewer who was happy to see that I was an actual living, breathing person. Canadian Tire has their offices in this building, or the next one, the Twin. Hey Alicia, hello. I'm in your land. And Transit Mobile Scooter, hello.
She was like, not a new one.
What's up, Queensway? Good evening. Should I cross? Let's cross. The other side is eventually the proper side to walk along once we get past Davisville. Hey, E. Blake, $5. Yo, yo, shout out to Stridesland. The Continuum is passing through. Yeah, and Strides was in my neighborhood. We were simul-streaming for a while, and he was in my neighborhood, and I'm in his neighborhood. I think he stopped his stream. I just saw a big jump in viewers a little while ago. Thank you very kindly for the super chat, Blake, and also Transit Mobile Scooter, $2. Enjoy the evening. I will indeed. Thank you very kindly also for the support. E. Blake and Transit Mobile Scooter, cheers to you.
I genuinely have only met.
Johnny went home to watch the Raptors. He doesn't usually care that much about basketball, does he? Hey, Greg. But welcome everyone if you're just popping into the stream. We're just walking around the Yonge and Eglinton area for almost the last hour or so, but now we're heading towards downtown. Going south down Yonge. Come and say hi in the chat if you're a new viewer, if you want. You do have to subscribe in order to do that though, but you know, it's free. There's no unpleasant sensations involved with hitting that subscribe button as far as I know. Maybe it feels good actually to hit that subscribe button. Maybe it feels really good. But if you do subscribe, come and say hi in the chat. And hit the notification bell, because I stream 3 times a week usually. Basically, like, share, subscribe, hit all the buttons, you know the drill. Cheers, Alan. All these sidewalks are new. And I think all this interlocking brick is new. Everything looks a lot nicer once they finish up a new condo, you know, once all the sidewalks are back to normal. Pressed all the buttons and your screen became a kaleidoscope. There you go. Everyone try it out. Let me know what happens. Yes again bins? Is that like sort of like the next generation of the store called Bins? I remember there was a chain of stores called Bins that was around for a while. And then I think they closed down, but maybe now they're giving it another shot. And now they're called Yes Again Bins. Good things deserve a second chance. I bet you that's what it is. I remember the original Bins pretty well because I was dating a girl who worked in one of those stores. The one in Bloor West Village at the time, so I used to go there just to meet up with her when she was getting off work and that sort of thing. But then that bin's closed, and I think all the other bins closed. It's like a store that sells storage type stuff, you know? I got like an ottoman there, or she got me an ottoman. Yeah, containers, that sort of thing. It's Bins the next generation, I guess. Engage. Engage the bins. All right, Alicia, have a good evening. All right, safe journey home. Up to here, basically. The Cybertruck kind of looks like a storage container. It looks like something you might buy at Bins. It's just a really big bin. Hey Cam, hello. You can hear a subway. Well, enjoy those slow zones, Alicia, if you're taking the subway. The train was crawling along between Bloor Young and Rosedale. It was just crawling. We got a raptor and a leaf. No blue jay. Do I drink protein powder? Yeah, I just buy it at Shoppers Drug Mart these days. I find there's usually at least one brand that's on sale every time I go there, so I just grab whatever one is on sale. It's cheaper than buying it at Popeyes or GNC. I used to buy protein powder at Winners because they had some good deals also. You could get it for like half the price that you would pay at Popeyes or GNC, but Winners doesn't seem to have it anymore. They used to keep it stocked pretty regularly, but not in a long time now. You buy it at Costco. Yeah, I probably would, but it's just kind of a pain for me to get to a Costco. I could also order it online, obviously. Probably get a deal that way too. But I usually just pop into Shoppers when I need it and grab whatever one is on sale. Hey, Aiden Thompson McGuire, hello. Looks like a tall building is proposed for this spot. That looks very tall. Doesn't say the height, but it looks like it's around 50 stories. Oh, 45. Okay, it says right there, 45 story. And I think they're getting ready to build a building right across the street. Rosalinda, I guess. 38 years. This has been here a long time. Hey, Budgie Flight. Hello. Jillian Taylor, welcome. Good evening to you. Here's Davisville Station and the TTC headquarters. Everyone should write them a strongly worded letter about the slow zones. Just, what's up with those stupid slow zones with like a question mark and an exclamation point? Hello, Derek. Hello, Ada Bosses. I'm doing okay, Derek. Better now that the rain stopped. You can still see the tower. This is quite a cool view now, looking south down here. See if I can get a shot without posts and poles in the way. We got like the tower, as you can see, peeping up there on the right. Got one Delisle looking very tall now. We got one Bloor West off in the distance, which is much taller than one Delisle. Just much further away. Same with the CN Tower, obviously. But yeah, cool view here. Toronto Transit Commission. There's one of the old streetcars. Got some old buses. Is that the Scarborough RT, or is that one of the older subway cars? That's a subway. And a really old streetcar. Hey, Ernest. How dare they block the view of the tower? Yeah, in this city, views of the tower being blocked every year. Hey, Dynamics. This is the sort of Davisville area we're currently in. That was the Scarborough RT, I thought so. RIP to the Scarborough RT. I think some of the old Scarborough RT cars are going to be used in Detroit for their people mover. It's the same technology. The Detroit people mover is just a little transit loop that goes around downtown Detroit. It only runs one way. It doesn't have very much ridership, but it's free, and it uses the same type of vehicles, so I think some of the old Scarborough RT cars will be put to use there. Hey, Lena, hello. Yeah, it's not used as a real transit system per se, the people mover. I'm sure some people use it just to go from point A to point B, I guess, but it just goes around in a circle. Just a small circle around downtown Detroit. I think it only gets something like 5,000 riders a day or some ridiculously small number like that. Compared to the Toronto subway system, which gets well over 1 million riders a day. Or even some of the streetcar lines, like the King streetcar gets 60,000 riders a day, or at least it did at one point. Yeah, Detroit was one of the old pre-war cities that was very big and important, you know. But they never really built a mass transit system in Detroit. They went all in on freeways because it's the motor city. At that time, all the auto factories were the lifeblood of the city, so they went all in on building car infrastructure in Detroit. So no real good mass transit in Detroit to this day. They do have a streetcar line now, the Q line. But now they're sort of kicking themselves, you know, all these years later. Toronto is considered a car-centric city. Well, in some ways, but in a lot of ways it's a transit city. Like, it has some of the highest transit ridership in North America. I think only after New York City and Mexico City, Toronto is number 3 in terms of transit ridership. So it's obviously a transit city. In a lot of ways, it's a pretty major transit-oriented city. It just also has a lot of cars, right? I'd say there are dozens and dozens of major North American cities that are way, way more car-centric than Toronto. Basically every American city other than New York City is more car-centric than Toronto. And the only Canadian city that even competes with Toronto in terms of being a transit-oriented city is Montreal. And Vancouver to a lesser extent. approaching Yonge and St. Clair. Right here, another train. Thought I heard something. This is where the train emerges, kind of like a dragon coming out of its den. Here it comes. Here comes the dragon. I can dig it. It's starting to rain again. Ay vey. There was supposed to be 0% of chance of precipitation after 7:30 p.m. A big fat 0 is what it said. This doesn't feel like a 0 as it's falling on my head. Wow, I walk fast. It's the cops. Ooh, you'll never get me, copper, see? PD. That's what I always say. It's the best job in the world. You can be wrong 95% of the time and not get fired. Hey, Pamela, hello. I think this building looks awesome. One Delisle. A spectator. It's still decently clean here, but I wouldn't eat off of any sidewalk, that's for sure. Actually, look at the ground a lot when I'm walking, and there's no way you would want to have anything to do with your mouth coming into contact with these sidewalks in any way. Cheers, a spectator. Reader Lynn, yeah, for the most part. It's a well-kept city, you know. I mean, it's a bit chaotic at times. Lots of construction, which adds to the chaos at times. But it's functional, you know. It's not completely out of control by any means. Some things I don't quite get sometimes, the way they do things, but I could probably say that about any city, really, if I were to live in it long enough. Lisa, hello. I just feel like they need to coordinate some of their road work sometimes. If they have one sort of road construction project that is in a close timetable to another construction project that involves digging up the sidewalks or something, they should combine them together so they don't have to do it twice in the same area, you know? That sort of thing. Like where they just dig up the street for a while, then put it all back together and open it back up, and then they dig it up again for some other thing like a few months later. It's like, what? Or they lay down nice new sidewalks with interlocking brick, like you see here. And then a few months after they complete it, they dig it up to do some sort of utility work or something, and then they put a bunch of patchy asphalt down where there used to be interlocking brick, and it just stays that way. That sort of stuff drives me up the wall, man. Yeah, it seems like that, Alan K. Sometimes it seems like that. Alright, do I have any water on my lens here? I think it stopped raining again. You like the night lights now? Yeah, got that nice glow. Is it the blue hour? Maybe it's the blue hour right now. Just crossing St. Clair. Looks sort of blue hourish. Really? Lee Goldberg is correct 99% of the time. We need this guy here. He'd be a streamer's best friend. Alright, down Young we continue here. South of St. Clair now. Like an alien. Got a little peanut cowboy. Is this supposed to be like a scene from another planet here? You can see a moon in the background. This guy looks like a meteor. It's like a little meteor guy here. Yeah, this seems to be some sort of scene from another planet. I think this dog is an astronaut. Yeah, it's an astronaut dog. And got a rocket. I got the sun. Hard to see with these reflections, but yeah, I dig it. Hey, what's up, Scott? Or maybe he was a comet. A comet or a meteor. Down Young. We're going to go down the hill. Did I ever get into photography? Yeah, a little bit. Never like serious. Never like went all out and got all the serious camera equipment or anything like that. But I went through a bit of a photography phase, I guess. I did buy a decent camera that I still have. Hey, Woodstock. And Slushy Wolf, hello. I'm on Yonge Street, of course. We started up in Midtown. I went north from Eglinton for a while. But then we eventually sort of swung around and came back south again. Looking north. Barnsteiners. What is this? What is Barnsteiners? I like the name. Let's go for an evening out at Barnsteiners. Good restaurant, yeah? Good restaurant with a good name. What is this all about? What is on the other end? Should I pull on it? Give it a good yank? We'll see what comes down. Maybe nothing will come down. It reminds me of a scene from Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. Yeah, anyone could just pull on that. You never know what is on the other end, you know? Like some little kid might not know any better. Some impulsive type people might just pull on it. We're going down the hill. Down the hill towards downtown. Summer Rain Song, welcome. At the end of April, I won't be doing another April stream. My next stream will be May 1st, I think. So that's it for April on the channel. Well, for streaming, I do have a video tomorrow on the last day of April, a pre-recorded video. Hello, Lisa Gallant. Yeah, this view is one of my favorites in the whole city. The Bloor Yorkville skyline and the tower making an appearance. It's really changed a lot over the years as they've added more and more new skyscrapers. Willie Nelson, geez, how old is he turning? Like 95 or something? He's getting up there, right? Hey, Mark M. Yeah, I have some pictures from when I first moved to Toronto in 2010. And most of the tall buildings you see weren't there. When I first moved here, looking at this cluster here, only the one on the far right was there in 2010. And it was still under construction. Jesus, that startled me. So all these other buildings, the tall skinny ones, are all new. You smoked pot with Willie Nelson. Well, there's something you checked off your bucket list. Hey, sure thing. Yeah. I'll always be checking this view out. And there's another new skyscraper under construction right now that will add to the view. It's not tall enough yet, but in time. So is today his birthday or is it tomorrow? I've heard both. Today was gloomy, yeah. Kind of rain most of the day. Mephisto. Get a mani-pedi. I'm gonna wait for that Cheesemeister to continue down the street with his Muzak. His copyright Muzak. I know he thinks he's impressing everyone, but I just see him as a cheeseball. Cheeseball Cheesemeister. Laying a thick layer of cheese all over Yonge Street. Hey, Canadian conservative, hello. Cheese puff. Holy moly, budgie flight. $10. Have a sweet treat on you. Will do. Thank you so much, budgie flight. Much appreciated. Thank you very kindly. And hello, Bart Ford. Now that the rain has stopped again, it's actually a nice, pleasant evening to just walk. But the sky looks like it could still dump water on your head at any moment, though. Thanks, Bart. Hope you're doing the Bart man somewhere out there. And remember, everyone, he didn't do it. Here's the fancy LCBO. E-Cypher, hello. Bart. Now I'm going to do the Bart man. Thank you very much for the generous 10 bucks. You're all right with me, Bart Ford. Cheers to the support. Don't have a cow. That was considered super edgy for an animated show in prime time, you know. I remember The Simpsons was considered controversial when it first started airing on the Fox network. Fox was sort of like this upstart new network that had these edgy shows, right? It had like Married with Children, and The Simpsons, and just Bart saying don't have a cow got parents all up in a tizzy. Should we let our children watch this? He's telling people not to have a cow. Hey, they're renovating the fountain here, the dumping fountain. And he also used to say, eat my shorts, right? That was like shocking for a cartoon character who was a child to say, eat my shorts. People actually thought that. Now it seems so quaint. So quaint and innocent now. Yeah. I remember when The Simpsons were just a little feature that would be on the Tracy Ullman show. I remember that. Hey, Dubravka, hello. Or Dubravka, sorry. Don't. Robbo Wabba, how you doing? Hey, thanks again, Bart. Taroni, one of the Taronis. There's another Taroni I see downtown. I think people still say that, Carl. I think that hasn't gone away, has it? There's the young bus, 97.
I find living alone, like, you don't really make. Don't worry if you look at me. I got short legs. I walk a little slow. And then I have to.
All of you are wondering, if you're wondering, gas is 165.9, diesel 204.9.
Big soda.
eat the leftovers and work from home. Like, for one, I don't eat lunch. So I eat my, like, breakfast, lunch together. Oh, do you?
Your parents didn't allow you and your brother to watch The Simpsons?
I like to prioritize.
Such a bad influence, that Bart. Next thing you know, everyone's children will be telling their parents to eat their shorts. Hey, no clue. How you doing? And the color purple, welcome.
I do. I don't usually go like 3 days. I'm still cool.
Fuck! I just ran into the server and he's like, how come you guys are
Hold
leaving?
on.
That's crazy. That's your fault for snoozing so long. So we got out of there. That's the case. Where are you guys going?
And it started out light, now it's dark, just like in the title. And I guess it's hump day for those who work the 9 to 5 Monday through Friday type thing. So happy hump day. I know that's a popular day. I remember doing that in Monday through Friday thing. I guess I still do it, just as a streamer now. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday usually. You're named after your dad, Bartholomew. That's a good name.
And this one woman totally inspired me.
Not too many Bartholomews anymore.
To the point where I'm actually
Even my name is kind of rare as far as boy names go. Like for new parents, not too many of them are naming their sons Ken or Kenneth anymore, or Kenny. I think it peaked in the 50s or 60s or something, and then is going down ever since.
and she looked phenomenal, actually. Like, she was fit.
Yeah, I am my own boss, so I might stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I can just change that to any day I want, really, which is nice.
You and me both.
Ken means to know. I think it's cool that Ken is also a popular name in Japan, too. Has a different meaning in Japan. But it's still, or it was a popular name anyway. And don't forget Obi-Wan Kenobi. Got a little bit of Jedi lore. Christian Science reading room. What kind of reading can we do here? Okay. All right. Wasn't Jim Henson a Christian Scientist? Or at least he was, his family was, I think. I'm reading Project Hail Mary, and I'm really enjoying it. There's way more to the story in the book than there was in the movie. The movie was awesome, though. Cheers, Bart. Yeah, that's right. Action Kid's name is also Ken, or Kenneth. My name is Kenneth on my birth certificate. And I saw Action Kid is back in the US. He did a stream from Boston today. I think his brother lives in Boston. And he had a pretty big audience watching his live stream. I think a lot of people were happy and surprised to see him streaming back in the US again. Hey, Mr. Adam's Apple. Have a good night, Transit Mobile Scooter. And thanks again. What's the frequency? My go-to answer to that is 69.9. Nice. Is it cold? No, it's mild. It feels mild. I mean, I think the temperature is in the single digits, but it feels fairly mild.
Thank you.
Well, that was nice. He dropped his phone and he was sort of looking for it. And then she found it lying on the sidewalk, just not too far away from where he was going through his bag looking for his phone or something. Met the Canadian Tire Man? Is there a Canadian Tire Man? How come I don't know about this? I used to work at a Canadian Tire store a long time ago. So I was a Canadian Tire Man for a few years. Let's go to the other side. Let's cross on over to the other side. Masonic Temple. 1917. Building is old, older than I thought. A popular venue. I remember they used to have a talk show that was shot in there also, right? That dude, what was his name again? He passed away a few years ago. But he had a pretty popular talk show for a while. They're at the Masonic Temple. Someone in the chat could probably remember this guy, right? It's like a comedian. That's it, Chris Mills. Thank you. I was like, what was that guy's name again? Mike Bullard. I just remember hearing that he passed away. I think that's where Tom Green infamously brought a dead raccoon, had it in like a garbage bag or something, and then he took it out and plunked it down on Mike Bullard's desk, and it was like very much in a state of decomposition. And I think Mike Bullard almost hurled. It probably reeked to high heaven. Tom Green was he was pushing the boundaries also in his time, right? Hello, the Elreich. Yeah, sometimes I check out Tom Green's YouTube channel. He moved back to Canada. He had enough of living in LA. He moved back to Canada, close to Ottawa, his home city. Out in the country on a farm. I think he has a serious girlfriend now and a dog and some farm animals. He seems to be doing okay. I think he's still doing some acting here and there also, and stand-up. Still touring around, doing stand-up shows and getting the occasional role here and there. Yeah, he's doing good. Twice I got startled by a siren. Happened earlier too. It came from that fire hall right there with the clock tower. The Yorkville Fire Hall. I imagine that's quite a lot if you're listening with earbuds. I think I got some low-key hearing damage there. Just sort of walking through this walkway I never walked through. Here's the Cumberland Terrace. Is this open? Let's see if it's open. Nope. Nope, not open. I see people in there though. Maybe it's open at the ends, not so much on this side over here. It's just a dead mall. I've walked through here a few times before, did some videos, walked through streaming a couple times. It's just a dead mall awaiting redevelopment, basically. So like a major redevelopment, as you can see. I'm not sure if this is still the current proposal. This might be outdated now, but some sort of tall residential complex will eventually replace this. I think you can still walk through it maybe from this end here. Let's check. You can hear the game. I think I'm competing with some sports tonight. Nope. Nope. Is it just all closed now? Oh, it's open. Hey, I found a door that opens. Yeah, I'm competing with a game tonight. Oh well. Still got over 300 viewers, right? Not going to complain. Thanks everyone for checking out the stream instead of the game, or maybe you're watching both. So this is the Cumberland Terrace. It used to be just a little neighborhood mall for Yorkville office workers mainly, retail workers. Now there's not much of anything left in here. There were a couple stores still operating the last couple of times I walked through here, but it looks like those ones are all gone now too. I think there was one here. Not anymore. There's some weird dude. You're watching both? All right. And there's another level below this, which is basically the same. A variable quantum chemist. Thank you very much. 99-cent super sticker. Whoops. All right, there I am. Thank you very kindly. Variable quantum chemist. I like saying your name, but sometimes it doesn't roll off my tongue. Yeah, this used to be one of the last remaining stores. It's gone now. They're still cleaning the floors. Hey, they haven't given up on it completely. Get down to Bay subway station. And Bay Street. So that was a little bit of the Cumberland Terrace. Every time I walk through there, I keep wondering if that will be the last time I ever walk through there. Because one of these days it's going to be completely shut to the public. You won't be able to walk through it anymore. One of these days that's going to happen, and then it'll probably be torn down not long after that. But it looks deader than ever now. I have some videos from like maybe 3 or 4 years ago walking through there when it was still a bit more alive. But even back then it was basically dead, but at least there were some stores left back then. Right on, budgie flight. Getting fit. And watching some other guy wander around the city. The new Tiffany is still a work in progress here. Hey, Alec Marshall, hello. Yeah, last stream of April. My next live stream will be May 1st. You know, weather permitting. Big Indigo store. That's just a big bookstore for those who don't know what that is. So I'm thinking I might try to get to a grocery store before they close. I think 10 p.m. will be the closing time for most of the grocery stores downtown. Hey, have a good night, Karen. Hello, Jesus Christ of Lazarus. Noodles? Are you saying I should get noodles? So that one didn't startle me, at least. I enjoy noodles sometimes. I'm not a big noodle eater, but I do like them. Every time I do have noodles, I always think I should have more noodles more often. But then I never really do. BBD, hello. My favorite place to eat? Well, speaking of noodles, if you're talking about a restaurant that I like to go out to eat at, it's Tai On Young. Get some pad thai. That's my go-to restaurant. It's right on Yonge Street, close to where I live. Hey, Johnny Be Good. We're now heading down Bay Street, kind of heading away from Yorkville, heading south. Veggie roti, that's good. Thanks again to all who have checked out the stream tonight. And welcome to any new viewers. As I like to say, come and say hi in the chat if you're a newbie to the channel, if you want. You do have to subscribe though if you would like to participate in the live chat. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell and you'll be notified when I go live. I go live usually 3 times a week, but I post a pre-recorded video to the channel on the other 4 days of the week. So basically 7 days a week there's something new you can watch, a walk. Sometimes live, sometimes not. Hey, YOLO. Ken Lan, hello. I've been watching the new season of Euphoria. It was just on there a second ago. Man, that show is messed up. Almost every character on the show is a despicable person. Doing despicable things. Yeah, we're heading south down Bay Street. Is that right, Ziggy? Yeah. When the show started originally back in 2019, all the characters were high school students doing despicable things, but now they've jumped ahead in time. Now they're like 20-somethings and they're still doing the same despicable things. Even worse now, actually.
Like at the end, like every second.
$9:21 is the current time. Do you know where your children are? They're all grown. All right, you're good. Is that Herb Weinstein? I don't know, I just always heard that somewhere. Like, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? I just remember hearing that. I did grow up watching Buffalo TV channels, so I guess that's where I got it from. Most people in Ontario, at least in South Central and Northern Ontario, grew up watching Buffalo TV channels, in addition to our local channels, of course. But all the American channels were out of Buffalo. Southwestern Ontario, though, they watch Detroit. They get Detroit channels. And I guess southeastern Ontario gets like Rochester and Syracuse, Watertown, basically some other upstate New York places, you know. But Toronto is Buffalo. Everything is Buffalo. It's the closest one. WKBW. Yeah, I still have all the Buffalo channels. I still have cable. I never got rid of my cable. I just have basic cable now, but I get all the Buffalo channels. And I get all the Buffalo channels over the air with an antenna also. So if I ever get rid of my cable, I can still watch them. I have cable with Bell Fibe. I think it's IPTV. It's not like regular cable with the coaxial cord. It's not like that. Basically, if my internet goes down, my cable TV goes down also. But when that happens, I just switch to my antenna and I can still watch TV the old-fashioned way. All right, South Down Bay. Yeah, I can do both, Ziggy. I can watch those channels with my cable TV, or I can watch them over the air with my antenna. I just can switch from one to the other. And the picture quality is actually way better with the antenna than it is with the cable. Alright, we're at Grenville Street. It's 9:27. Pretty crazy how TV is just barely a thing these days, right? Like TV viewership on actual TV channels, broadcast channels, is ridiculously small now. I don't think anyone would have ever predicted that TV would basically sort of die off. But maybe if streaming keeps going the way it's going, people will get fed up with streaming and they'll go back to TV again. They end up paying more and more and more for all these different streaming services. It might be cheaper just to go back to cable TV. You don't own a TV, but what do you watch your movies on? Even if people don't watch TV, they still have a TV most of the time to watch, you know, what they like to watch on streaming. I'm not all about watching movies on a small screen. I need like a big screen for that. Oh, I'm aware of the Pirate Bay. Oh, you don't watch movies or TV shows? Well, I guess you really don't need a TV then. I watch a lot of both of those things. Alright, it's 9:30. I think as long as I make it to the grocery store by 9:45, I'll be good. This is College Park. Hey, Wayne McKay. That's the Aura. There's a metro inside here at College Park. I could go to that one. But my feet seem to be taking me to the other metro, the one closer to my place. Young Love. There's also a Farm Boy in there too, which I never go to. I think I can make it to the other metro with time to spare. We're at 2 hours and 30 minutes. We started up in Midtown, or right on the border of Midtown and Uptown, according to me, at Yonge and Eglinton. Then we walked north up Yonge for a bit. Walked around Yonge and Eglinton, and now we're back downtown. I only got rained on a little bit. Alrighty then. Hey, hazelnut. Yeah, when I started the stream, I was in Strides Land and Johnny was in my land, and now I'm back in my land and I think he's back up in his land now. Does Farm Boy have kangaroo meat? We did not cross the streams, no. I'm not vegan, I'm just a vegetarian. Like old school vegetarian, you know? I eat way too much pizza to be a vegan. Oh, is that right? New Year's, yeah, that's always a big stream when I do the New Year's Eve. My biggest stream of the year, usually. Get like a few thousand people watching. Although last New Year's, it kind of didn't end so well. My phone died literally a minute before the fireworks. It was so cold. It was like a freezing cold, one of the coldest New Year's Eves that I've ever experienced. And I made my way to the spot down in the Portlands area to watch the fireworks. And my battery was dying because it was so cold. And about a minute before the fireworks were about to go off, my phone died. I was so displeased. I was very displeased, let's just put it that way. God, it was cold. So cold that night. And then I just ended up recording a video because I had my camera on me. So I recorded a video of the fireworks instead. You remember like it was yesterday. Me too. I still had a huge audience though watching up until then. And I think that's my most viewed live stream ever, actually, even though I didn't even stream the fireworks. This is the TMU campus, Toronto Metropolitan University. And the metro is right up ahead. Yeah, getting close to 32K. It's slow going though. Subscriber growth is in a bit of a slow phase right now. So anyone who hasn't subscribed yet, by all means, go ahead. Help a brother out. Hit the subscribe button. Maybe I'll hit 32K in the next week or so. We'll see. It'd be nice to hit it tonight, but I guess that's not happening. Maybe in my next stream. Have to knit a scarf for my gimbal. Yeah, I probably could have used a scarf for all of my gadgets on New Year's Eve. But I'm going to start to wrap it up because I am almost at the metro. So thank you everyone for joining me on a hump night stream, hump evening, I suppose. Turned out to be a nice walk once again. Most of the time that's the case. Hope you all enjoyed it. So as I was just saying, my next stream will probably be on Friday, the 1st of May. Hope to see you there for that. Hit the notification bell and subscribe and all that stuff if you haven't already. And tomorrow evening I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video around 7:15. Hope to see you in the live chat. The video is not live, but the chat will be live as we watch the video. So thanks again to everyone for watching. All the regulars, any new viewers, new subscribers, cheers. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks to the mods, very much appreciated. Thanks to everyone who sent support. The generous super chats, super stickers, or any PayPals. Thank you so much for everything. And channel members as well. So I'll see you all again soon. All right, until next time, I will continue. Have a good night, everyone. All right, let's grab a few things before this store closes. All right, night all.